Hello and welcome to our Dwarven Rune Lord, or whatever class we're actually going to choose, series. I actually have no idea yet. I haven't tried it. So this is going to be our first time going into the game and actually seeing what they're all about. I'm very excited, and if you are too, then you know what you can do. You can play along with me if you like. So there is a link in the description to the mod, and you can download it. A little bit of a longish download, dependent on your connection speed, obviously, because it is a significant rework. Otherwise, apart from that, if you would like to check out the previous series that I've done in the Old Realms, there will be playlists in the description as well. I have done series on literally every single faction and every single, well, not every single career choice, because there are a huge amount of them, but I've got most of them in the playlists. So, anyway. The Dwarves, or Dawi in their language, are one of the oldest and proudest races of the world. The everlasting realm of the Dwarves was at its peak when human nations were nothing more than bands of warring, barbarian tribes. Hardy, stout hearts combined with, at times, excessive pride result in a harsh and durable folk, one that is utterly incapable of forgiveness. And so the Dawi record each and every single wrong suffered at the hands of other races, with hopes of avenging said grudges in the future. Alas, this merciless and stubborn attitude led the dwarves into a number of conflicts that eventually pushed their civilization into decline. Out of 22 major dwarven holds, or Karaks, only 12 remain under Dawi control, with the remaining ones fallen into the hands of their ancestral foes, Skaven and Greenskins. All right, so I'm one of those people that is kind of a big fan of Skaven, so I'm actually very much looking forward to when they actually add Skaven into the game. I cannot wait for that. I think that's going to be super fun. And otherwise, we got a dwarf here. Okay, so the question is, oh wow, look at that. Look at the muscles. Muscles. There we go. Okay, so we have Arnold or not Arnold. I think we'll go with Arnold. Why not? And we are, whoa, we have the, okay, we can actually make him taller. I'm going to make him one of the tallest dwarves in existence, because I'm not entirely sure how that's going to really work with ladders and stuff like that, so I kind of want to make sure that we're going to be somewhat decent with that. And now, let's actually just have a look here. Can I change his beard? Is it actually possible for me to change his beard? It is! Okay, that's insane. Okay, that is actually insane. The amount of work that they've done on this is crazy. Okay. Wow. Okay, I don't even know what to do. There are so many ceremonial looking beards. I feel like this one sounds cool. I don't know. This one looks cool, but I don't know. I think we should probably go for something like this. Now, as far as I'm aware, the Slayer career choice is actually available in the game, so technically you can go for the classic Slayer Mohawk if you want to do that. No idea how they keep the hair up like that, but there you go. And otherwise, I think, I'm not entirely sure. I guess we're just going to go for something like this. Something like this, I guess. Yeah, something like that, I suppose. And then obviously you can get tattoos and scars and so on and so forth if you want to do that, but that's, you know, that's standard. Okay, so your clan is famous for its meticulous miners and gem cutters. I actually have no idea what I'm going to be speccing into, so I guess we'll see. This is smithing. I'm going to assume we want to spec into smithing, and we want to spec into probably faith. I'm going to assume, right? Something like that at the very least. So let's take a look. What are we going to get? Well, let's see. That's social. I don't really want that. I think we're probably going to be going with... Ooh, it's going to be a little bit difficult, isn't it? It's going to be a little bit difficult for us to actually choose this, because there are so many really good choices here, but I think we're probably, yeah, as you can see, it's actually loading a shader right now. Whoa, wait a minute, look at how cool that guy looks. All right. This is a tricky one. Okay, so none of them are actually giving us discipline, so that might be a problem, but we want to go for smithing ideally, and we probably want to go for engineering as well. So I'm thinking right now that we're probably going to go with probably something like this. I think that seems kind of good. Yeah, why not? What is this? The proud Dawi cultivate every grudge aimed at their kin. Double oath gold gained from victories against human factions. Okay. Double for victories against elf factions, greenskins, undead. For victories in mountain regions. Oh, wow. Alright, so from my perspective right here, I'm probably going to be going for victories against human factions, double oath gold gain from that. Just purely because... Actually, you know what? Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I don't really care about the crossbow skill, right? Because I'm not really going to be using crossbows, or at least I think so. But I don't really think we're going to be fighting other factions that much. I mean, it very much depends on where we start. I actually have no idea. I guess we'll just do this. And we'll see what we can get. Okay, so we got Ironbreaker, Runesmith, Slayer. Do we have others as well? Mercenary and Mercenary. Okay, okay. So we've just got... Basically, we've got 3. Because I'm not really sure if the Mercenary has a lot of unique things to really go with. But, you know, by all means, correct me if I'm wrong. Now... I'm really interested in going with the Runesmith, so I'm probably going to be taking this. Ironbreaker, as far as I'm aware, is very, very defensive, and Slayer is, obviously, as you might expect, more offensive, and I'm kind of intrigued about the Slayer, actually, because I don't know how it's going to be. I'm kind of hoping that they provide, in the career tree, a bunch of dodge and stuff like that. I feel like that could be really, really fun. Or some kind of absorbing, you know, absorbing mechanic. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to be going for Runesmith. I think that sounds super, super cool. And I'm just going to pick... I have no idea what I'm actually going to pick right now. I have no idea what kind of icons... Ah, here we go. These are all the icons that we like. Okay, let's go for some beer. Why not? There we go. Let's go for some beer, and let's go for... Yeah... do I really want to go? Wow, this is terrible. I'm creating an absolutely monstrous banner right now. Okay, yeah, we'll probably go with something like that. Okay, so our family name. Okay, fine. Let's go with I don't know, some random name that I came up with here, and there you go. Okay, perfect. That's it. And now we'll go with Bannerlord difficulty as per usual. And we're probably not going to be sneaking around that much, are we? But I guess that's fine. Auto allocation of clan member perks. I'm fine with just leaving that off for the moment. Usually I would turn that on because I'm lazy, but actually I feel like in this mod we kind of need all the assistance we can get. So let's move on. Alright, so we've already arrived in this particular town. We spawned right here. I've already recruited some people from the area here, and we already have a bunch of miners, or shall we say not miners only, we've got guilds, actually a lot of guilds. So we've got the Runesmith guild. I'd actually like to see what's going on here with this guy, because as I said, I have not seen anything in regards to the dwarves at all. So let's have a look, see here. What is this? Oh no. Oh no. I wish to prove myself and raise my position within the guild. Will you take these valuable metals? Okay, I wish to learn more about the art. Can you teach me the fundamentals? Ah, learn the enchantment Rune of Stone. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. I'm here to learn new rune carvings. I have magical items I no longer need. Can you put them to good use? I wish to use your forge. I'm here to learn new... Okay, wow, this is crazy. This is actually crazy. Wow, I'm really, really blown away by this. Not so much blown away by the 5 extra HP, but I do appreciate the variety that we're having available here, especially considering the fact that there is definitely going to be something that is going to be insanely good here. I kind of want to get a load of ward save and stuff. I actually don't know whether there is anything like that available, at least right now. I wish to use your forge. Aha, look at this. Okay, that is so cool. Okay, I am really, really... Okay, I wish to donate Oath Gold. How much Oath Gold do I have? I don't have any. I've got 10. Alright, I've got 10. Will you take these valuable metals? Okay, yeah, no, that's not going to be anything. What's this? We just got a quest. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Didn't really want a quest right now, if I'm honest. But, yes. We'll see. We'll see what it's all about. I'm assuming it's something that I'm never going to be able to complete in a million years, but yeah, we'll see, right? Oh, hello. All right, yeah, Loon 7 runes. That's what I was going to say. Haha. Okay, learn 7 runes. Finish 15 smithing contracts. Okay, well, that's obviously going to be a little bit tricky for us. Okay, so we start here. Oh, we're right on the edge of the world. That is not very good, especially considering the fact that there are greenskins all around us. That is kind of harsh. Okay, well, we have leveled up, of course. So what are we going to spend our points in? Well, I have no idea what we're actually good at. Oh, we only have 1 skill tree at the very beginning here? Okay, that's kind of harsh. All right, let's have a look. So our career ability is this. The runes are cast by the wisdom of Thungni? I don't know. Reduce the cooldown of the next rune ability by 15 seconds and empower all rune abilities for 5 seconds. For every level of smithing, wisdom of Thungni's cooldown is reduced by 0.1 seconds. Okay, I have no idea what any of that means, actually. That's quite funny. Okay, so it says, gain faith experience when smelting or smithing, and minus 40% stamina cost for smithing, and stamina now regenerates while traveling. That is actually insanely good. Okay, so smithing obviously is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of smithing. So what I ideally need to do then is, well, I already have some spec into smithing already, so I don't know whether we really necessarily need to spec into it more. Do we really need to spec into it more? I guess I will. Why not? And let's actually go over to the village here and actually see. Oh no, the traveling merchant. This guy always comes along and tries to mock me, basically, because he's like, yes, I have all this wonderful stuff and you have no money. And I'm like, yeah, I have no money, you absolute idiot. Yeah, look at that. Look at what he's doing to me right now. Look at him. Yeah, well, whatever the case, yeah, we've got some really, really nice Dwarf Ranger gloves. I'm never going to be able to do anything with that, so that's great. Yep, what a wonderful, wonderful guy he is. Okay, so I can buy some grain for 15? That's way too much. Are you serious? Okay, I'm gonna go over to the town. Hopefully they are not going to have extremely overpriced food. Wow, yeah, no, they do have overpriced food. That's great. Okay, well, we're just gonna do that then. So let's have a look here. So learn about the intricacies of runecraft. Okay, use item. What does this actually do for me? To start, you need to find tomes and scrolls describing rituals behind individual runes. These can be purchased from runesmiths across the Karaz-A-Karak. However, it is possible one might encounter long-lost runes when clearing dangerous threats, vaults, and lairs found on the continent. Afterwards, you can learn runes from the acquired scrolls. Once learned, you can either speak to different runesmiths or head to the artisan district in any Karak. There, you can apply your runes to an artifact of your choosing. This action, however, requires you to possess certain unique materials. When it comes to the most potent runes, I am afraid their knowledge is lost to us. Our runesmiths, as well as many underground expeditions, constantly busy themselves with searching for this lost knowledge. I would not be surprised to stumble upon such runes in the darkest and most dangerous corners of the realm. Onto the materials with magical properties. Okay, so arcane scrolls might be found amidst the loot of the cultists of darkness. Those who use unreliable magic may also have it in their possession. Ah, I see. So when I was doing my Greenskins campaign, I actually did get some arcane scrolls, and I was wondering where they were from. Ah, amber crystals are said to originate from the forest of Atholoran, the realm of Wutelgi. Okay. Those that lurk amidst the forests, the strange elves and stranger beasts that roam under the trees are bound to have amber. When it comes to blessed water, you can always go to the many shrines of man to acquire some, but our rangers and kin from distant holds claim that bandits and thieves across Bretonnia and the forests of Lorelorn may also carry such items. The priests of the Empire do not take kindly to outsiders, however. Marvelous gemstones are treasures of our proud kingdom. However, it is common for Urk and Grohi scum to carry gemstones looted from our mines. These foul-smelling greenskins will regret invading our holds, and every grudge will be satisfied. As a useful tool, practitioners of magic often carry gemstones as well. Few in life come across such potent a substance as dragon blood. Perhaps those of the highest military ranking, valiant commanders and lords, or those who have reached the pinnacle of knighthood may have such a rare ingredient. As for the accursed Thengduras corrupting Warstpone, I think that's is that their word for warpstone? I think that's quite funny. The vilest substance of all, it is crucial to remember many civilized nations find this material highly illegal. You would need to fight at the very gates of chaos, or slay their cultists to acquire it. If one is particularly daring, then the blasted lands of Sylvania are rife with the foul stuff. But travelers be warned. In the lands perpetually shrouded in gloom and mist, the dead are more common than the living at times. Oh, very cool. I love that. Thank you very much for that wonderful, wonderful explanation about where we can go and what we can do. I appreciate that. Okay, so the question is... Well, none of that actually applies to me at the moment, does it? No. None of that actually applies to me. However, actually, you know what? Is there something that I can actually do? I would love to be able to join one of these guys. Can I actually join this? I would like to enter the service, or... Wait a minute. I could become a mercenary straight away? No. See, there you go. I thought we couldn't. Okay, so you know what? I'm actually going to do this. You're about to serve as a hireling, following a lord instead of leading your own warband. All your troops will be removed. Do you want to continue? Yes. We're going to actually do this for a little bit of time. I actually want to see how this works, because this has been something that I have never really done very much of in the past. As you can see, I'm actually leveling up my two-handed literally passively right now, which is extremely, extremely cool. And as you can see, we can offer a prayer to Thungni, and we can increase our faith skill. We can even increase our smithing skill just by selecting stuff. So you can see here, I can increase my smithing skill just by existing, which I personally think is amazing. So what we'll do is we'll continue to level up our smithing skill right now. And if we get into any battles, I'm assuming we're going to be able to do that, right? I assume we're going to be able to do some pretty cool things with him. Or at least I hope so. Efficient charcoal maker is probably what I'll do. There we go. And we're just going to continue doing this. Pause on entering the next settlement. No, I don't really care about that. So I'm going to stay here for a little bit of time. I'm going to see what we can do. I'm going to try to get, I don't know, probably like, what, 50 to 75 smithing, something like that. I don't actually know how far we can actually get, but it is leveling up very, very quickly at the moment. Okay, so we've gotten to 63 smithing, and I'm going to go for Curious Smelter, because that is literally just like so good for, you know, gathering all kinds of parts and stuff like that. So kind of want to do that. And otherwise, what we're going to do is we've also maxed out smithing, and we're going to just get our faith skill leveled up. Now, from what I can see here in spellcraft and faith skills, we actually have level 300. Yeah, level 300 perks. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of thinking this is going to be pretty hard. I think this is going to be pretty hard to level up. Not sure if we're going to be able to do it, but we're going to try our best. I'm going to level up into a little bit of discipline here, because obviously if we're going to be leveling up, you know, faith and spellcraft and all that stuff, then that's going to be pretty useful. And also, if you go here and get foresight at skill level 200, you actually do get a free attribute point as it is. So I think that's kind of nice. And as we go, we are of course going to be getting other things as well. Like, for example, we're going to be getting strong, and we're going to be getting durable from the athletics tree. And we're also hopefully going to be getting enduring smith, as well as, yeah, vigorous smith or something like that. And that's going to provide us with, you know, so many additional attribute points. It's really going to make a huge difference. So we're just going to spec into that, and then we're going to have a look at our career tree here. So yeah, gain faith experience when smelting smithing. So we're going to be taking that as well. I'm not going to be doing any smithing just yet, but there is actually a tournament. Now, someone said in the comments section of my Greenskins campaign that it is not a good idea to do dwarven tournaments. Now, I'm almost 100% certain you are correct. However, I want to see for myself, you know, what's going on here. Generally, that's what I tend to do. I always tend to test things out like this. I'm not entirely sure if I even want to spend any money on this, because if there are lords here, which there are, then I have a bad feeling. I have a bad feeling about this, because they're going to have their armor, aren't they? Yes, they're going to have the armor that they are wearing. By the way, the environment looks amazing, as it always does. Oh, nice damage. Nice damage I actually did right there. I'm dead, though. As you can see, they just crushed through my block. There wasn't anything I could do about that. So let's actually see whether my forces can actually achieve victory here. Do I want to skip the current match? No, not yet. Let's see if they can actually do something. Are they actually going to win? I think they're going to win. Yeah, there you go. They actually won. That is hilarious. Okay. Maybe we're going to have a good time. I don't know. I mean, I've got a gun. They gave me a gun. All right. This is kind of interesting. Okay. How do I work this? Okay. Nice. 16 damage with a gun. 16 damage. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Nice. 6. Wow. I am absolutely destroying them right now. Look at that. 6 damage. How can you think that I am... Wow. Okay. I can't believe I missed, to be honest. Can't believe I missed. Okay. So let's see what I can do. Nice. Oh, now that was some good 48 damage. Okay. Can we do more? Ow. How did he... What? How did he do so little damage to me? I can't believe that. Really? My guy is going to win this. $51 damage to the neck. And perfect. Nicely done, sir. Nicely done. All right. Are we actually going to achieve victory here? Are we actually going to win? I highly doubt it. I'm going to have to stay with this guy so hard. I am going to have to beat up him, you know, right now. I'm literally going to have to do that. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if I can do this. Gonna have to turn. Need to hit him in the head. Hit him in the head. Hit him in the head. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, it's actually working. Surprisingly. Okay, come on now. Yes. Yes. Yes, you will be slaughtered, sir. You will be slain. Or maybe not, because he's... Whoa, there you go. We gained significant experience. Nice. I love it. I love it. Okay. Every single time we get any kill here, it is going to literally almost, you know, basically... it's basically like making your yearly salary in one day, you know? Not that that's ever happened to me, but still. The point is, it's like that. You're getting a significant experience boost. Okay, come on now. I need to distract this guy so that my guy can actually do damage. Because if I'm by myself against this guy, I will never, ever achieve victory. Oh, no. Are you serious, sir? Are you You absolute idiot. I'm dead. Nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. Oh. Yep. Okay, well, there you go. That's what happens. So sad, so sad. But we did gain a significant amount of experience. It doesn't really matter about the money or renown or anything like that from the tournament. What matters is the skill XP. This is what's really going to make a huge difference to us in the end. So now the question is, do I want to do more damage against shields? Yeah, sure, I guess. I guess so. I don't know. I'm actually not entirely sure, but we are going to take well built, of course. That is just fundamentally one of the best things ever. And we'll go for some more faith skill here as well, because we can actually level up two-handed, faith skill, one-handed skill, and all that stuff while being in a party, while being enlisted as a hireling, which is really, really good. And the Wisdom of Thungi now applies to the next rune in the sequence at half efficiency as well. I have no idea what that means. Okay, here we go. This is our first battle with the dwarves, and we're going to see if we can actually get a couple of kills. It would be kind of nice if we could, but we are using a sledgehammer, as you can see right here. And I have the rune here. I have the Wisdom of Thungi. I have no idea what it does. So this is going to be interesting. Should I try to use it right now? I don't think so, right? No. we should probably try to wait a little bit until we are in range. But I'm a little bit worried about this because these are greenskins, by the way. We're fighting against the orcs that we've just seen, and we know how yeah, exactly, how really good they are. So this might be a little bit... Oh, hello. Okay, they're actually there. I can't command these guys, by the way. As you can see, there isn't any unit under command because I am technically one of these guys. I'm just a regular idiot running around randomly, and hopefully I'm not going to die that easily, right? This is going to be kind of harsh, though. I am having a two-handed, but the two-handed is blunt, right? I have blunt weapons, so this is pretty... Oh, what happened? Okay, what was that? That was friendly fire, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm using my ability. I used my ability. It didn't do anything. Alright, I have no idea what it did, actually, so I'm gonna just do my best to eliminate... Wow, this is hilarious, actually. The height difference is staggering. Okay, come on, guys. Can you help me out here a little bit? These guys have shields. That's really annoying. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what I can really do. I mean, I can't really do much, as you can quite clearly tell. I just got absolutely slaughtered. And I have a feeling that our forces are going to get absolutely slaughtered too. I mean, it's not really anything... I can't really do anything about this. This is the point. I am literally just a regular troop. And as you can see, the dwarves are actually suffering a massive amount of casualties here. And indeed, there you go. That is indeed a defeat for them as well. I mean, it's obviously not my party, so I don't really care too much. I am going to be getting probably taken prisoner, right? I am probably going to get taken prisoner. But let's take a look and actually see how that's really going to go. Because obviously, if we get taken prisoner, it doesn't really matter to us. As you can see, we're making... Yep. As you can see, we literally just made peace with these guys, and now we're just running around at 1% HP, but that's okay. We gained some experience, we gained some, well, we gained a little bit of money, and the money is actually going to provide me with a little bit of, I can maybe buy some hardwood for a little bit of cash. Wow, grain is 116, are you joking? Okay, yeah, well, we're going to go over here, and I'm going to try and see if I can speak to some of these guys, and maybe enlist in another party, because, no offense, but I actually feel like this is really, really good. I feel like the way that we can gain experience here is actually kind of insane. I can sell grain for 94 here, if we really want to sell grain. Wow, that's crazy good. If I had known that, I literally would have purchased all the grain from this village over here and then literally taken it over and just been like, yes, hello. I would like to, you know, I would like to sell all of this grain to you. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go over, considering no one actually hates me right now, I am literally just going to go over to this village before it is potentially raided. And we're going to see what happens. I'm moving at 1.0 right now because I was wounded, but that's okay. We are overburdened, apparently. We are overburdened. I'm not entirely sure by what. What am I overburdened by? Oh, because I purchased a whole bunch of hardwood, I suppose. Yeah, so all of this is now extremely expensive, unfortunately. Ugh. Okay, well, I'm going to just buy a little bit, and we'll just go back here. And I think we can make a little bit of money, but it is obviously very, very minuscule. And I'm hopeful that we'll be able to join one of these lords in and around this area. Maybe this guy? No, no, I can't join that guy. That's an orc. I'm not going to join an orc, of course. Okay, so let me just see here. So yeah, no, it's basically the exact same. That's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, so we can't really do much here, unfortunately, but we are going to be gaining actually a pretty significant amount. Yeah, look at that, 560. That's not too bad. But yeah, I would like, if at all possible, to join this guy.
Yours is not...
Hello there, sir. Yep. There we go. Okay, let's do it. That's wonderful. And we're just going to be training in smithing. Alright, so it looks as though we're going to have a bit of a defeat on our hands. Yes, I know. It's another one, but it's okay. It's okay, because I've actually been doing a little bit of leveling up here. I have entered some battles. It doesn't actually say I've entered any battles on the should we say details screen of the hireling thing, the hireling feature. I'm not entirely sure why, because I did go into a fight against some beastmen with our party here, and I did actually get 3 kills. I know. 3 kills is absolutely breaking the bank. I know, but it is true. I did do that. So, yeah, a bit weird that it's not actually giving me the credit for that kind of stuff, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, generally, as long as I'm able to get a little bit of experience here and there, I don't really mind. You know, as long as we are getting some experience and making sure that we get exactly what we need to progress in the game, that's all that I really care about. And I've not actually ever really used the hireling system this extensively. I mean, I think one time before I did. So it was really, really... it's kind of nice, actually, to do this. It's kind of relaxing. It is relaxing because I don't really have to worry about myself going in and actually getting myself killed. Whereas, yeah, obviously, our friends, the dwarves, they're not having the greatest of times. They did actually eliminate quite a few... Oh, wait a minute. No, never mind. Okay, I was actually captured, but not anymore. Okay, yeah. So what's really funny is these guys actually had some pretty good luck. They did get themselves a couple of kills, actually. They did actually manage to eliminate quite a few orcs, and they did a pretty good job at that. But obviously now they're basically, yeah, now they got themselves defeated, which is, you know, to be expected. Generally, I think the best course of action, if you want to join a particular person for a hireling or whatever, if you want to do something like this, I would very much recommend joining someone that has an insanely large army, because they are going to be, well, they're not going to be unstoppable, but they will be a lot more difficult to defeat in that situation. So it's very, very useful to go for something like that. And in general, I think it would very much help you. Now, the thing is, we're not really gaining a significant amount of skills, with the exception of, yeah, we did gain some faith skills, you can see right there. And I did gain some levels. As you can see, I'm level 6. However, there is a slight issue. I'm not sure if it's a bug. Because basically, whenever I go into, there's the king. I wanna sign up with the king. Hey, oh no, he's gone. Okay. Oh no, wait, there he is. We might be able to catch him. There we go. We caught him. Fantastic. So let's actually see what we can do here. There we go. Okay. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So there might be a bit of a bug. So I'm not sure whether this is actually the case or not, but with this particular system, I have seen me going into a battle, coming back out of the battle, and then nothing happening. Like, for example, you can see here, I'm not getting any skill increases at all. I have 43 in faith. I should technically be getting faith every single... well, I don't know, every few seconds, basically. Every few seconds, I should be gaining faith. As you can see, I'm getting scouting skill, but I'm not getting any faith skill. And I'm not entirely sure why that is. I believe it has something to do with going into combat. At least, I think it has something to do with going into combat. As you can see right here, what I'm going to try to do is I will avoid combat here. This will allow the game to play and allow the person that we're signed up with to just... you know, complete whatever he wants to complete. And now we're going to see whether we maybe get some skills. No, we don't gain any skills. So as you can see, the system is a little bit buggy, I think, because it was working very, very well at the very beginning here. And I'm assuming that there is some kind of weird thing that happens. It could be that you only start gaining experience after you have been enlisted for... maybe longer than you were enlisted beforehand. So in other words, I'd need to be enlisted for 30 days or more to start gaining experience again. That could be it, but I don't have any confirmation in regards to it whatsoever. So as you can see, if I select two-handed, that makes no difference. If I select trade, that makes no difference. And it does look as though this is a... it's a very weird bug, because it seems to happen only when I go into a battle and then come back out. I'm not entirely sure why that would be, but yeah, that does seem to actually be the... that does seem to be the case. Hopefully he's going to go into a town sometime soon, and I'll be able to go into the town, and then maybe we can... There we go. Maybe we can... I don't know. Let's go into the dungeon. I'm going into the dungeon just purely so that I can refresh the game in a way, if you know what I mean. So basically just coming back out onto the world map. And hopefully that's going to make a difference. Okay, so, wait a minute. Is he... Am I still enlisted with this guy or no? Because... Oh, no, I am. Okay. I was a bit worried there for a second because it didn't have a back button or anything like that. So I was like, wait a minute. Is it actually going to keep me in there? Yeah, I hope so. Okay, yeah. So as you can see, it is still not providing me with anything like smithing, faith skill, or anything like that. So I just wanted to let you know that there is potentially a bug associated with the hireling system, which I have to admit I'm kind of disappointed by, because I thought this was going to be really, really chill and really somewhat effective, because that would mean I wouldn't have to go and be like, oh yes, I now need to fight against a bunch of orc raiders and stuff like that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to just wait here for a little bit of extra time. Just going to have my wages continue to go up. Oh, here we go. Wait a minute. Look at this. I'm now starting to get faith. Yep, see, there you go. So now I'm gaining faith again. I have no idea why I'm gaining faith now instead of what it was before. It could be that I need to be full HP. Maybe that's it. Maybe I need to be full HP to be able to gain faith skill. That could be it. Or should we say to be able to gain skills in general. That might actually be the case. Maybe it's as simple as that. Okay, I just wanted to very quickly say that it is exactly how I said just now, where it isn't a bug, it's actually just that we have less than 100% HP. If you have less than 100%, you will not gain any skills. So, yeah, there you go. At least we've worked that out, and I don't have to be like, oh yeah, there's a bug. Yeah, I don't have to be an idiot anymore. And so we kind of know what's going on now. So that's really, really nice. And otherwise, I am actually going to be going for... what do I actually want to go for right here? I think we'll go for minus a 50% price penalty while selling equipment. That's probably what we're going to be mostly veering towards a little bit here. And as you can see, I have now entered a massive, massive dwarven army. And we're going to see whether we actually go into any battles and actually... participate. I don't know. I mean, I basically have absolute trash equipment. So if they go into a town or something like that sometime soon, I will hopefully get myself... Oh, look at that. I actually gained it. Oh, I'm clan tier 1. Okay. Well, that's nice. There you go. But yeah, as I said, if we get into a town nearby or something like that, I'll try to purchase some... better gear. I mean, I do have 9,200 to spend. I was planning on spending it on something else, by the way, and there is something else very specific that I'm going for here. Okay, so in the very first episode of the series, we're actually getting an opportunity to go into the Glade of Eternal Midnight, I think it is. Yes, there we go, Glade of Eternal Midnight. And that is indeed one of the strongest, or at least I thought it was, one of the strongest garrisons you're going to see in the early game, and they are elves, of course. And this is going to be really, really scary. This is going to be an extremely scary experience for us. I highly doubt I'm actually even going to be able to do this. Because, I mean, let's face it, the elves are going to be insanely strong here. Or at least maybe they're not. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look as though they're actually putting up that much of a fight, which is kind of weird. Okay, I'm just going to try and do some bonking. I will try to bonk. Yes, bonk, bonk. Yes, there we go. I'm getting some kills. Or not kills, but I'm getting some hits at the very least. Okay, this guy's going to kill me instantly if I allow him to. He's going to absolutely destroy me. Okay, no. Oh, you are stealing my kills, you absolute idiots. Oh, well, never mind. I am actually joking there slightly because, let's face it, well, I mean, I don't do that much damage, but I really, really wanted to get a couple of kills here. Come on, can I maybe do it? Oh, hello. Okay, yeah, we got some people over there, but I really don't want to die if I can help it as well. It would be nice if we could just, you know, stay alive a little bit. Okay, come on now. Can I actually get one of these? Yeah, I really need to get into a town and actually purchase something. Okay, come on now. Can I do some damage? Yes, I can do damage, but can I get a kill? The funny thing is, I have a feeling that I'm probably going to have this situation happen many, many times over, where I literally get them down to... Yes, as you can quite clearly tell, I get them down to almost basically one hit until they die, and then I literally get my kill stolen. That does seem to be my fate for this particular battle. And I guess it kind of makes sense considering I am actually an extremely low-level character. So, you know, it kind of... Yeah... kind of does make sense. Not very cool though. Not very cool. Not a big fan. Not a big fan. Can I maybe kill this one? No, never mind. Okay. That is to be expected, of course. But we are going to achieve victory, by the way. We are going to achieve victory here. We have an overwhelming advantage in comparison to the elves, and they are basically done. This is a foregone conclusion right here. And look at the, I mean, to be fair, look at the environment. The environment is looking absolutely amazing. I mean, we've seen the Wood Elves place before, but it is so extremely impressive. I've always talked about this. I always feel like this modding team does such an amazing job. They really, really do. It's absolutely incredible. I did get some renown. Look at that. 0.4 renown. Absolutely pointless. But we did get 12 charm skill, which I suppose is... fine. I mean, I don't really need it, obviously. I don't really need it at all. And so here we go. Now I can actually enter in the settlement. And we're going to buy something. I know it's not going to be a dwarven thing as far as I'm aware. Probably not going to be a dwarven thing. Okay, let me actually just have a look here. Maybe I can just get something that's kind of decent-ish. I kind of want to get a dwarven thing, to be honest. Okay, you know what? Yeah, oh, there's no... Of course, there isn't any dwarven armor here. Okay, you know what? We're not going to do it. Okay, I'm not going to do anything like that. And we're just going to wait until we get back to full HP. And then hopefully we can go somewhere and maybe purchase some good stuff. Alright, so you may be wondering, okay, where are we now? What have we done? Why am I at such a low HP? And why do I have so much grain? Well, I had a crash. Yes, I know. I know. We went into a battle. The game crashed. I don't know why. It just happens. It just happens. It's one of those things. That's okay, though. We don't really need to worry about it, because I'm now starting to branch off on my own. Because I couldn't be bothered. You know, I just couldn't be bothered to stay with another person for another... I believe I had stayed with the guy for like 20 days or something like that at that point. And I lost all of that progress. So I thought to myself, yeah, you know what? We're not going to do that anymore. We're just going to go here, and I'm just going to literally try to gain as much trade skill as I can possibly get my hands on. Because trade skill is also going to come in mighty handy. So handy here. And so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to give a bunch of grain to the marketplace, because we are going to be gaining a significant amount from this. And yeah, look look at the amount of food that I have right here. 634 is absolutely crazy. Now these guys actually have a significant amount of hardwood here, so I'm gonna just literally buy so much of this stuff, and I'm gonna just smelt it. I'm just gonna smelt it. Yeah, well, not smelt it, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna do the thing where we transfer all of our charcoal into that. And yeah, hopefully... Wait a minute, they don't have a smithy? Wait a minute, what is going on here? Why don't they have a smithy? Am I too low in HP to see this? Or... Ah, wait, I can go to the artisan district. Is this it? Do I have to go to the... Yes, there we go. Okay, I had no idea. I didn't know it was in a different menu. This is very cool, though. I love this. This is very fun. Let's do it. There you go. Boom. Look at the amount of smithing skill I'm getting from this. Absolutely crazy. Of course, I do not have unlimited stamina, which is something that I am now absolutely livid about. But, you know, I can't really do much about that, of course. So what about the enchanter? Yeah, no, can't do anything with that just yet. All right, so what we're going to do is, considering I have quite a lot of money, I'm actually going to purchase a business, okay? I'm going to purchase a business. Now, the question is, what can I do? Well, I think we're probably going to... Wait a minute. Who owns the brewery? This guy owns the brewery. Okay. Gonna literally get a brewery for us right now. Hopefully that's gonna be a profitable business, because that's the most important thing for us at the moment. And if I can get trade skill from this, then all the better. I've spec'd a couple of focus points in it, and hopefully it's gonna work out really, really well for us. I can only hope that to be the case, because if it does, it's going to pay off. It's going to provide us with such a significant amount. I am literally going to be 23,000. I'm going to hit him on the head and just take his money. I am this close to bonking him. Yes, I know. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Okay, you know what? Let's just sell this. Do I have enough? I don't even have enough. I don't even have enough. Okay, I'm going to sell some charcoal. Oh, that's not going to make any difference. That is literally not going to make any... Okay, what about if I sell my armor? No, my armor is not worth anything. My armor is not worth anything at all. I am livid right now. I am absolutely livid. I cannot believe that it's 23,000. Alright, there it is. We're gaining some trade skill. Yes, we're actually gaining some trade skill. I cannot believe it that it's actually getting us so much. Whoa, look at that. We just gained 11 skill points in trade right there. I'm actually extremely surprised. How are we gaining so much just from one workshop? I just purchased the smithy from here, by the way. I decided to go for the smithy because I saw that it was slightly higher in its cost. And I thought to myself, yeah, you know what? If it's a higher cost, most likely it's making more money, right? Or it should be. And so... that's what I decided to do. Now, we do have a tournament going on here. I don't know whether it's really worth me going in and actually fighting in this tournament, to be honest. Because, what does it actually give me? Let me see. RuneLord shoulder pad. Okay, gonna have to go in. Gonna have to go in and do that because, let's face it, come on. How can we say no to some free armor? I mean, really, we don't have any armor right now, so it would be very, very useful. Yeah, it's actually insane. Armor tier 6? Give me that. Okay, I've got terrible weapons. Of course I do. Hello there, who am I with? Who is this? Mordim. Mordim the RUNESMITH. Is he gonna be amazing? Is he gonna be trash? I don't know. But let's just hope that he doesn't die against this guy too easily. Oh, he's not... Oh! He murdered him! He murdered him so easily. Alright, okay, good work, Mordim. Mordim is good. Okay, wait, we just need to be careful here. Oh no, are you serious? Oh, you're way too highly armored, sir. You are way too highly armored. I think this is illegal. I think this is illegal. Come on now. Oh dear, never mind. Yeah. Well, I see what you mean about dwarven tournaments. Let me just say that. Yeah. It's absolutely impossible. They have... Oh, I actually managed to make it. Oh, okay. Well, I don't think I'm going to actually make it, because this RuneLord right here is insane. He's got way too many amazing things. I'm talking about armor, of course. Oh, nice. We did some damage to this guy, but I highly doubt I'm going to be able to do more. Yeah, we got 34 damage. If I can hit him on the head, then obviously I'm going to be able to do something. But if I hit him anywhere else, it's basically game over. So, here we go. 34. Nice, nice, nice. Basically, that's all we can really do. Where is my guy? Is RuneLord Brock actually going to do something? I would appreciate it, sir. I highly doubt I'm actually going to be even able to beat this guy in a one-on-one duel, which I will have to do if we want to achieve victory here. So it's probably not going to happen. I'm going to just tell you now, it's probably not going to happen, despite the fact that I would love to, but I have a bad feeling. Let's just say that. Yes. Yes. Yeah, they both have... Wait a minute. They both have ranged? Oh, 25 damage. That's pretty nice. I kind of wish my guy wasn't in the way. Oh no, he's going in there by himself, and he died. Of course he did. Okay, wait a minute. I might be able to live? Okay. Arm? Really? On the arm? That is absolutely ridiculous. There's no way. There's no way I hit him in the arm. Nice headshot. That was... Really? That's it? Nice headshot. Nope. Crush through. Yep. That's a crush through for you. That's a crush through. Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, there's no way. I'm sorry. I've tried it twice now. I don't think tournaments are really going to be for us, especially considering I just have no one-handed skill whatsoever. I have no crossbow skill, no two-handed, no nothing. I'm basically, well, just trash, to be honest. I'm basically just absolute trash. Okay, so let's have a look here. What about this? Distributed goods, I guess. Okay, so what we are going to do now is I am literally just going to stay here. I'm going to do some additional trading because this is how I obviously got the money to buy this thing. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to do trading in between these two places. Going to see if I can maybe sell some stuff to the other town now. Alright, so it's actually getting to a point now where we are starting to make some good progress. I've been running around, as you can see right here. I'm literally running back from a village. I don't actually know if there is a closer village. No, I don't think so. Okay, yeah, so anyway, this is the village, right? Right here. Taldrost. I'm actually extremely surprised that I had to go all the way over there, to be honest, because there's nothing else in this entire area. This village right here, you may think, oh yeah, that's going to produce some grain, right? No, wrong. That doesn't produce any grain whatsoever. Very, very small amounts, and or, well, any grain it does produce is very, very small. So yeah, it's kind of harsh. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're just going to sell a little bit of stuff here. I'm basically just trying to get money right now. I bought this for like nothing, by the way. This grain was literally like 1,000. It was basically nothing. So we are going to be getting a huge amount of really, really cool stuff from this. And indeed, whoa, there is a giant slayer axe. I kind of want to go for that, but I don't think I'm going to have the ability to really... I can't really justify it, you know what I mean? Because literally, look at this, 3,000 for these things? I'm pretty sure I could buy something much, much cheaper from the marketplaces. I haven't gone into any battles, by the way, so you haven't missed anything whatsoever. You've literally just missed me going from this area over here, over to Taldrost, over and over again, and basically just doing that until I get a bunch of cash. And that's pretty much it. And as you can see, look at this. Look at how much this is selling for. Literally 86. Obviously, this is going to depreciate really, really fast. But look at how much cash I'm going to be able to get. And I can literally do this almost repeatedly. Because the funny thing about dwarven towns is that they literally don't have any food supplies whatsoever for some reason. I don't know why, but they don't have any food supplies at all. And so it basically makes it really, really easy for us to do something like this. And look at this. I just got 4 skill points in trade, got massive amounts of experience. I leveled up, and I now have, look at that, 22,000 in cash. And actually, you know what? I'm going to do something a little bit more here. I'm going to go one step further. I'm going to try to get 23,000 if I can. I think I have 23,000 now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back here to Izor, which is exactly where we have our smithy. And we're going to try to purchase the brewery in the same exact town. Do I even have space for that? No. There we go. I don't actually have to speak to anyone. I literally just have to select this. I had no idea. I've not done that in so long. It's actually crazy. Okay, yeah. So that's hopefully going to be working. As you can see, yep, that is working very, very nicely right now. And we're gaining some very much needed trade skill. It's actually hilarious how fast you can level up trade skill by doing this particular strategy. And in general, once we're done with 125, yeah, you're going to get to see exactly the reason why I was so single-minded about this specifically. It is extremely, extremely effective. You'll see exactly what I'm going to do once I get to 125. And then we're going to go and we're going to spec our focus points, obviously. I have so many career points now as well, by the way, just because we've leveled up so many times from our trade skill and from, well, various other things, of course, as you might expect. Oh, yeah, and also I am now very, very low on food. And this is the funny thing, because, look, there's barely anything here. Look at this. I literally have to buy this, and then it's just like, well, 6 days worth of food. Oh, man, let's just buy a little bit more. Why not? There you go. All right, yeah. So hopefully, come on now, give me that last point. Give me that last point in trade skill, please. That last skill point. Come on now. That is what I need. And there it is. There is the last skill point, and this is exactly what I'm going to be going for right here. Artisan Community, one of the most powerful perks in the game, and we're going to be speccing once more into spellcraft, because there is this thing called True Transmutation at the very end, which allows you to apply 2 enchantments to weapons, and dwarves can apply a 3rd enchant. Actually, kind of crazy. I don't even know what's going on with that, but there you go. That is what we are going to do. And yeah, so what I need to also do is I need to start smithing things, right? But obviously I don't really actually want to start smithing anything just yet, because ideally what I would like to do is get a significant amount of, yeah, look at my trade skill right there. I'd like to get a significant amount of, well, shall we say, materials and economy up and running. And this is obviously a very, very different style of gameplay to what we're used to from the Greenskins campaign, because Greenskins we're fighting almost all the time because we have to, very much, you know, war focused, and you know, very much war focused like that. And so, yeah, that's the reason why we are very much on top of that. But with this, it's very, very different. We need to make sure, yeah, it's going to take me 12 more days, unfortunately. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to end this episode off here. I'm going to wait for some time. It's been loads and loads of days, by the way, off screen. I'm not entirely pleased about that, to be honest. I personally prefer being on screen as much as possible, because then I can show you absolutely every single thing. But, well, trading gameplay isn't that fun for people to watch. I personally find it really, really enjoyable, but I know people don't. So generally, I don't tend to show it that often. But now that we have exactly what I needed, which is Artisan Community, now that we have this, this is just going to go crazy. This is going to go so, so nice. And I have Faith Skill, obviously, as you can see right here, completely maxed out. I'm not entirely sure how I'm even going to level this up, to be honest. I hope that we're going to be able to level it up relatively easily. And yeah, obviously we have smithing maxed out as well. So we'll see what we can do. Hopefully this is going to work out really, really well. Hopefully I'm going to be able to complete the RUNESMITH quest as well. As you can see right here, I need to finish 15 smithing contracts. That should be relatively simple once I actually start getting some resources. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.